Good evening, dear sisters and brothers. Welcome to today's evening session of Being Heartful Every Day, a joyful adventure. As we move forward in week 45, day 310, we continue our journey into the essence of settledness, a state that deepens not just through understanding but through experience. Yesterday, we reflected on how settledness anchors us within. Today, let's explore further about this quality. Settledness is not the absence of movement, it is the presence of deep inner alignment. It allows us to meet life's experiences not with resistance, but with an embracing stillness. When the heart is truly settled, we don't feel the need to control everything. Instead, we trust, we flow, and we surrender. How does heartfulness cultivate settledness? Every time we meditate, we enter a space where the restlessness of the mind gives way to the stillness of the heart. Through this practice, we begin to realize that peace is not something we chase, it is something we allow. As we refine our ability to settle within, we notice a shift. Life feels less reactive and more harmonious. As we continue our journey this week, let's observe how we experience settledness beyond meditation in moments of challenge, in silence, and in connection with others. Now, before we proceed further with today's session, let us take a moment to think on ways and means about how to go about sharing heartfulness with those around us. The transformation often begins with a simple invitation, a heartful suggestion to explore meditation, to pause, and to connect. Each day, let us reach out to someone who might benefit from this practice, whether by introducing them to the master classes or being heartful everyday sessions, or by simply sharing our own experiences. Let us spread this ripple of change with sincerity and love. We shall now resume our reading today from the chapter on the 12th chakra, settledness, from the book Spiritual Anatomy by Revered Daji. If you have the book, please refer to the page 240. Yesterday, we covered what are the qualities, element, and the color of the 12th chakra, and that at this chakra, one is purity personified. We will now continue our reading from the second paragraph under the pinnacle of purity. We originated from purity. The pure streams that caused our being also originated from the purest source. And for that reason, the thought of purity persisted in us through the passage of time. Establishing a purity Establishing a relationship of devotion with the source, the inner zeal of interest, and the Guru's guidance help one arrive at this rarefied place of purity. And in this lap of purity, one rests. At this stage, the ego is it is sublimated, and all that is left of it is the finest membrane of identity. Desires bid farewell a long time ago. At the 12th chakra, the desire to progress spiritually also ends. You are in perfect contentment where you want nothing and need nothing. Why should you? You are in the safe lap of the absolute. Perhaps, though you already see the problem, though we have reached the absolute and identify with it completely, we are not yet one. We have not merged, and so there is a standoff. You are perfectly content at peace in the region of absolute. and lacking motivation to move further. Yet the source is still awaiting you. How are we to resolve this standoff? To add to the complexity of the situation, the 12th chakra is also where the Brahmarandra, through which the soul enters the body, is located. At the moment of conception, the soul arrives and stays close to the expectant mother. The soul circles around the expectant mother's stomach, staying outside. The soul gives momentum to the cellular process for fetal development. This process happens in the first trimester of pregnancy. It accelerates the division of the cells, and the first organ that forms in the fetus is the heart. From the heart, the other organs are nourished. Once the fetus Brahmarandra is well developed, the soul enters the body. At the time of death, the souls of liberated beings exit the body through the Brahmarandra. If one has not arrived at the level of liberation, then the soul may leave the body through any of the orifices like the behind, eyes, ears, mouth, or nose. When you are at the 12th chakra, the natural urge for the soul will be to leave the body. Don't worry, no one is dying. This is where the guru takes over. Like the mother kangaroo carries her joey, the guru carries the abhyasi to the central region, the 13th chakra. In one of the many innovations in the heartfulness way, the guru guides the abhyasi's consciousness beyond the Brahmarandra and facilitates its entry into the central region. This marks one's entry into hallowed grounds of the center. So much awaits the Abhyasi there in what is the largest region of all. Nature's gate, Satyapad. Before the Guru can take you from the region of the Absolute to the central region, there is a gate that one needs to pass through. This gate is called the path of truth, Satyapad. Only those whose I, me, and myself have transformed into thee, thou, and thine can pass through the path of truth. It's the litmus test of whether anything in one's character might prevent their plunge into the center. Most of all, it's a check to ensure the ego is entirely sublimated into humility. This is not a judgment of your inherent worthiness. You are and always were one with the center, but rather a vital support to ensure you are ready for the voyage ahead in the immensity of the central region. Here are some hints to give you an idea of the people who cross the path of truth. People who are at this level no longer love. Their love is not a verb anymore. They become love. They are no longer humble. Humility is their real nature. Their hearts are filled with childlike innocence. Such people are like candles that gently illuminate everything around them and are consumed in the process. To you, their actions may seem like a sacrifice, but to them, it is just how they are. Such people have achieved what they needed to achieve in their lives. Their inner transformation is complete. Love is their only discipline, like the sun that shines for one and all, like the flower that releases its fragrance for the breeze to carry. Such individuals embody love. In the company of such people, we forget our worries. and are lifted into the state of bliss. The path of truth is wide open for such a heart, and the Guru joyfully carries such a beautiful flower into the celestial golden fields. And with this, we conclude the chapter on the 12th chakra. And now let us prepare ourselves for the universal prayer. Gently close your eyes, bringing your awareness to the heart, letting the breath settle into the quiet rhythm. In this stillness, we extend our love beyond ourselves, embracing all beings, all life, all our sisters and brothers of the world. Let us now offer the universal prayer together. सभी भाई बहन प्रेम और भक्ति से भर रहे हैं और उनमें सच्ची श्रद्धा दृढ़ होती जा रही है. All brothers and sisters are being filled with love and devotion, and their real faith is growing stronger in them. As we hold this prayer in our hearts, may its essence spread peace, dissolve resistance, and illuminate the path of every being. As the day comes to a close, let us take a quiet moment to turn inward. Let us offer gratitude for what went well, reflect on what we could have done better, and release anything that weighs upon us, and resolve not to repeat our mistakes again. In this stillness, let us surrender ourselves to the night's rest, trusting that each moment, whether wakeful or in sleep, carries the possibility of deep transformation. May our sleep be peaceful, our hearts be light, and our journey inward continue with clarity and grace. Thank you all for joining this evening session, and we look forward to seeing you tomorrow at 6 a.m. Thank you.